Hello. Today we're going to be talking about a YouTube video that I was mentioned in. And then we're going to continue and play Hello Kitty tonight. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I was playing a lot last night, so I did get ahead. So sorry you guys don't get to see the beginning, but you know, there's days where I really like playing games and I want to just focus on the game and not chat and game. So I'm sorry, I apologize. Get my character big focus. Hell yeah, that's exciting. All right, guys, you guys want to see this? Let's see this. So I made a video stitching a guy. I don't know his. He makes a lot of videos about women, goth women specifically, just completely hating on them all the time. All the time. Like I'd have to say that's like 96% of his content. I'm doing good, Hannah. Thank you. He recently made a video. Let's see if I can find it. He tagged me on Instagram even in his story. So he definitely wanted me to see it. He literally has a video called Chicks Are Idiots. Goth chicks are idiots. Okay, let me show you guys this. One second. Let me go to this. Goth chicks are idiots. Oh my god, it was out of context, guys. Oh my god. Okay, bro, it was not out of context. Okay. Yeah, so he calls himself basically the best goth. He calls himself like, it's funny because he'll have videos where he says that you shouldn't tell people how to be goth, but then he has all kinds of videos where he tells women how to be goth. Hello, not a bumblebee. Yes, let me see if I can remember what his video of me was. Okay. Wait, where'd he go? Okay.
Oh, what's up, Red Pill Goth crew? Welcome back.
He
to
gets
the
into
channel.
it pretty
With me,
quickly.
your host, Jake
So.
Monroe. But first, before we get into anything, let's get hyped. YouTube has just released a brand new way that you can help your favorite red-pilled goth boy get discovered.
Okay, for one, red pill goth. Okay, let's let's talk about that really quick. Red pill goth. The red pill goth, meaning he is conservative and goth, which automatically takes away his goth. I don't know, goth card, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing good, thank you. He totally does. Yes, so you cannot be conservative and goth. You just can't. Because conservatives, especially right now, are doing everything to take all of our rights away. From LGBTQ communities, from universal health care, from taking away abortions, or for not obeying to these fucking laws and doing whatever the fuck we want, right? We're anti-authoritarian, which he's being very authoritative. Very authoritative. Very like, don't dance in your room or in graveyards because it looks cringe, right? Insane. So yeah, you cannot be conservative and goth. It does not work. You are voting against yourself. Unless you're a white cis man, then conservatism works best for you. So it makes sense that he is conservative, right? It's infuriating. it's ridiculous. He calls himself the red pill goth. Is just that. You're not goth. That's that. Can't be conservative and goth. He's such a hypocrite talking shit about people posing as goth. Meanwhile, the only goth thing about him is his aesthetic. No, exactly. And I mean, his, like, goth makeup can be what you want it to be, whether it's trad or simple or even none at all. You're still goth when you don't wear makeup. And that's because you listen to the music and you have the political views. And you appreciate the subculture. Right? Damn, I had so many views and it all just went kerplunk. Give them a second to come back, but yeah, so your favorite red pill goth, really? Let's get back to the video. So I had to touch on that a little bit. You just cannot be goth and conservative. It completely goes against everything that we stand for as goths. And they all call us liberals, which is funny because I'm also not a liberal. I don't have a party side because I know both sides are corrupt. I know both sides. One plays the bad guy, one plays the good guy, but in the end, they're both rich, elite 1%ers who don't really give a fuck, who make money off of genocide. So yeah, no, I'm not a liberal. I'm not a lefty. I don't associate with those specific parties. Spencer's, yeah. Anyways, continuing.
Here on YouTube, much like he has been discovered over on Instagram. Follow the on-screen instructions here, and you can share some hype for this video.
Also, guys, I have while we're here, I have a YouTube too, and you can go and support a real goth who posts my YouTube content. It's not up to par. I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, but I do post gaming stuff. If you miss a live, I'll post it on there. So I do have stuff. So if you want to support a real goth, aka me, hello, then feel free to follow my YouTube and go comment on my videos and whatever this is, help discover hype for me too. I'm thinking about making more YouTube videos that aren't video game based, kind of like what he does, but you know, actually good content. And you know, this is very unlikely for me to talk trash on people. I won't be doing that. I won't be calling out goth women, and I won't be calling out. This is the only time that I really want to talk about it, because he did kind of mention me. So you know, and like, I think it's okay to call out misogynists. I think it's good to call out these people and goths who aren't actually goths. He focuses on mostly women, and it's just, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, subscribe. Yay, good, Matthew, I'm glad. What did Cozy say? He's so insanely insecure, it makes my ovaries dry up and fall out of my my badge. I'm withering from secondhand embarrassment, and my queer heart trembles at his repressed homosexuality. He is a health hazard, extinguished with the rest of the men. Yes. Agreed. And I think it's absolutely insane that he uses a slur. I know he's gonna have to censor it, but he literally uses that word, and that is so cringe. I don't know what to say. It's goths wouldn't use that word. At least I wouldn't. Anyways, crazy. I mean, and the first thing that he does is call me that. That is not an intellectual. It's not a very smart argument. Not a good way to start an argument with me. Sign of weak mind, resorting to slurs and playground insults. Pretty much. And I know that I had an idea that if I were to have said something to him, that he would say something. Like, I have a pretty high follower account, so I feel like that contributes to him wanting to respond. Just because, yeah, I do have a lot of followers. I'm sure if I had like 5 followers, he probably wouldn't have said anything. But, you know, the fact that he hates on women specifically so much tells you how much that one goth girl broke his little heart years ago, and now he hates all women and it's become his identity. No, seriously. I don't have the videos or the proof of this, but a lot of people in my comments have told me that he abused his ex-girlfriend. I think her name was Toxic Kitty or something. Something like that. I'm not sure. So, you know, for right now, that's allegedly, because I haven't actually looked into it myself. But I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. He even has a video, goth chicks are manipulating you. Wait, where's Alucard? I saw his name. I don't understand why he wants to hate on women so much. Yeah, some men just do. And even if they have girlfriends, I call them incels. So, we're gonna... Have you heard his covers? His music? I have not. I know that he makes music, and I kind of listen to it, and I don't think it's awful, but it's also not the type of music I would listen to that often. Like, especially coming from him, knowing how awful he is. He's like another Ronnie, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. You just got home from the hospital? Damn, I hope you're doing okay. I'm insecure and still wouldn't do that. Fair, I could be insecure too. This guy can't resist calling himself out. Like, he literally sounds like a whiny baby incel. No, literally.
Algorithm. Again, it's not available in all countries.
Ronnie.
It's also not available on desktop from what I understand. But if it's there, give me some hype. Give it all to me. If you want to share more of Jake Monroe with the world, if you want the goth subculture to be more red-pilled and operating more on the basis of
goth subculture to be more red pill? Bro. And it is sad how many people are like, fuck yeah, nah, 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 nah. I think they just want an excuse to be shitty people, man. That's really it.
common sense, then you'll click hype and give me all the hype points you can possibly give. So here it is again. Click hype and share your hype points with me. Help boost this video, and hopefully we can spread the message as far and wide as we possibly can. Speaking of spreading a message, onto the content. Now, there is a phrase that was originally coined by 2008's Tropic.
Yeah, a lot of people support him, but it's mostly men. There are a few women, but like when I look at their profile picture, it's just, I don't know.
Thunder. And at this point, I'd like to refer to it as proverbial. The phrase is,
never go for it.
Unfortunately, though, my haters have, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. And before we get into it, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and let's grow this gothic red pill community. Now, whenever I originally started on my far more outspoken campaign of things I actually feel and think, I thought perhaps there was going to be a far more articulate
How dare the things that he feels and thinks get questioned? How dare? How dare we question his views?
response to the things that I was saying. I thought perhaps there was going to be some intelligent, more scrutinizing individuals out there who were going to take the things that I say and debunk them line by line, or at the very least be far more mature in their response to the things that I say. Alas, I have been incorrect once again. It does get boring being right all the time. I'm lying to you. I knew they were going to respond like this. Of course, no.
Must be boring being right all the time. What a male thing to say.
None of the responses have been anything short of screeching into a microphone, so I've let them all gather throughout the week, and we're going to look at some of them today. This first one may actually be my favorite, so we're going to start with this one here.
I'm his favorite.
Doing goofy dances in your bedroom or in graveyards to get people to be like, oh, yep, that's definitely good.
See what I mean? Full read. So let's just break down.
Full slur. Full slur. That's crazy. Full slur. Hello? He openly gets to say these words and no one bats an eye. I bet you if I went on here and I said that word, I mean, fair, he blocked it. But like, even the point of it is like, you don't say that shit. Why hasn't the goth community ripped him apart yet? What an insult loser. Hi, goth. Ghost Daddy. Hello. I guess I might be the first one to actually make a post. I mean, I know people have stitched him because he goes through other haters and stuff, but sees a woman encouraging others to be themselves and have fun. What? Oh, what a slur. Okay, I'll check Discord in a second, Jacqueline. I'm just kind of having a conversation about something right now, but I will get back to you and how everyone is doing. Tropic Thunder is fucking hilarious, but now it's just used by cringe people. I know, that movie's so funny. Yes, Ghost Daddy is here.
The dipshittery that we have just observed. First of all, my reel was taken completely out of context.
It was
because
not.
Of course, for any semblance of respectability, my original message would need to be removed. Yes, you would need to ignore everything that I said to be in any way an appropriate response. But this is what we see all the time, isn't it? A lot of leftists and a lot of idiots will find one...
Again, I don't necessarily consider myself a leftist. I have a lot of, like, one of his people that absolutely just, like, love him. He kept calling me a leftist as, like, something to hurt me. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm leftist. Realistically, if the Democratic Party wasn't as corrupt and evil as it is, I probably would say leftist. But because the Democratic leftists, they are the same basically at this point, and to be a leftist would basically to be a centrist. You ignore the fact that the Democratic Party is just as evil as the Conservative Party, that they're like the same. You're basically a centrist at that point. So no, I'm not a leftist. I'm not a leftist. Although, like, if we were in a perfect world, leftists, what they say that they're for is for universal health care, LGBTQ rights, people of color rights, equality with women and men. Like, that is considered, or what I used to think, left views. But maturing and realizing that the Conservative Party and the Democratic Party are both not okay, they're both not good. I don't necessarily consider myself leftist. Does that make sense? You could say you have left-leaning ideologies. Yes, and like every time I say that, people are like, "Oh, see, you're a lefty." And I'm like, "No." Like, the ideologies I do find myself being more a part of. But yeah. Red pill is for the gays who hate gays and their own gayness. It's so true. Exactly. So basically, his video goes on to say that I took his video out of context, which isn't necessarily true. I will show you the video. I don't have the possibility of bringing up his video on to onto my screen like he does. I don't know how he does that. I'm not tech savvy. But let me find it again. Okay. Out of context, he literally just say stop dancing graveyards. Yes, so the way that he sees that he's saying it is that goth women post videos of us dancing in our room to make people believe that we are goth. Which is not the case. Like, I don't know why he genuinely thinks that when a woman posts herself dancing, let's say graveyard, out dancing, or just in her room, like in his head, he immediately thinks she's doing that to prove the world that she is goth and she should not be doing this. In my head, I'm like, I'm doing a cute little fun dance and this is fun and I look cute and this is my aesthetic, so this is what I'm posting. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. It's almost like he just hates women. He sees them do something that they think is fun and that they enjoy, and they're like, wow, they're really just trying to prove that their gothness to the internet. That's all they're trying to do, is just prove their gothness. And now I must talk about this because how stupid is it to prove your gothness online? And then he goes on about how he's more goth. Men win women. No, literally. The fact that he made a whole video response to was hilarious in itself. The fact that he feels the need to address this so hard and defend himself. He knows deep down he's wrong as fuck, but men will do anything but humble themselves. Exactly. Responding to things like this makes them feel validated in their existence. Narcissism knows no end. That is so true. So true. Okay, so I couldn't stitch the whole video because it was actually kind of a long video, so I just took the major, most important part of the video, which is funny because, like, I feel like the video itself didn't even make sense. So here we go. So it starts off with him showing... It's mute in the screen. Oh, he. Thank you. Ghost Daddy. He's saying not to dance for attention and calls you names for dancing and assuming it's for attention. But really dancing, whether it's in the clubs or by yourself, to goth music is a healthy way to express your love for the culture. He's just mad that people accept you and not him, so he created the red pill BS to fit in. You're so right. I found it, guys. I'm just a little slow to text stuff. It's so funny. So this is the video that he's saying that I'm taking out of context. We're going to kind of go through it and, yeah, show where he's not taken out of context.
The duality of every single goth chick in existence. Utter cliche. See, the thing is, the whole point about being a goth is about individualism. In fact, real goths don't even like being called goths.
Okay, he starts out the video of a girl with her Hello Kitty stuff and then her really pretty goth dress and says, ah, yes, the duality of goth chicks, right? The duality of goth chicks. Yes, we do have duality. Like, look, Coochie Kobe. I love Coochie Kobe and Bob's Burgers, and I'm currently going to play, we're literally going to play Hello Kitty Adventure Island after this, okay? Yes, the duality of goths, right? Coochie Kobe. Cliche. People have interests in different things that they like. And then he goes on to say the thing about goth is about individualism. So that contradicts the entire thing that he was saying in the first place. What? Okay. Judging someone for duality and then going to say that goth is about individualism. Basically, yeah. Goth is about individualism, but only if it falls into the individualism I specifically say. Anything else is not real goth. No, that's exactly what he's saying. Just because you're goth doesn't mean you need to do taxidermy in your basement. Exactly. So within just the first few seconds of this video, he has already contradicted himself. He's already been like, yes, the duality of goth. Silly. How cliche. But let me tell you how individualistic goth is. That's just narcissism, contradictions, and long talks to make people try to focus on different things, followed by gaslighting. Yes! I like how he stepped outside for this video as if all his others aren't in a big-ass setup. I know, huh? No, for real.
Do you remember when I said that? And everyone was just like, oh, you said you're not a goth. Like, now we're all realizing that's probably the gothest thing you could possibly do. You should not be striving to maintain the cliche. I think it's fantastic for the subculture to maintain a little bit of ambiguity. Are they goth? Is he a goth? Is that goth to do that? Is that a goth thing to think? Stop trying to fit in. Stop doing goofy dances in your bedroom or in graveyards to get people to be like, oh, yep, that's definitely goth. That's exactly what they do. I've seen that before. Have some personal conviction. You don't need people to say you're goth or agree with you when you say you are one. Get a grip. Grow the f*** up. Stop acting like a goth and just be a goth. It's amazing how liberating it is when you just don't give a shit.
Whenever I post my videos of me dancing or being fun, I never expect you guys to be like, you're so goth. That is the gothest thing you can do. Like, I'm not looking for that type of validation when I'm posting these videos. There's a ton of other goth women who post their videos because this is our aesthetic. This is our life. This is how we dance. This is the music that we listen to. And we're just sharing it with you. We're not on here to be like, I'm the most goth. Tell me I'm the most goth. Tell me I'm goth, please. That's not the type of validation that we're looking for. We're just posting like ourselves, like doing our thing, you know? There's a guy like this in the hip hop culture named Tom McDonald. Hate him. Ugh. That name sounds familiar. I don't know if I've actually listened to anything of his though. He's in the graveyard, bro. I know. When you don't give a shit and he says, as he says, a whole video respond to your video to hate on you, he clearly cares. Exactly. Honestly, if you want to dance in a graveyard in your room, just fucking do it. Yeah. No, exactly. When you post yourself, you're not posting to look for validation. You're just you. The fact that he thinks it's for validation says so much about him. Exactly. So, no, this video, Jake, was not taken out of context. The video that I made, I did not take it out of context. We literally just debunked why in just a few minutes. So, stop acting like a goth, says the biggest poser in the goth community. Anyways, I'm not gonna put too much more time into that, but I think it's funny. Crazy. All goths wear rainbow socks under their boots. Yes! Or Hello Kitty socks. Or, something cute. Just be you. And if he's posting about hating others, he's the hater. Yeah. It's ironic. It is. I didn't watch the rest of his video. I think he goes on to talks about other
online for the approval of complete strangers to agree that you're goth. Suddenly, this chick's reel looks a lot more stupid, but it gets better. The phrase, keep having fun here. Is that immediately apparent to anyone?
Look at my cute little smile.
This phrase is? Let me break it down for you. This chick's idea of fun. Are we getting there? This chick's idea of fun is dancing in a dark room by herself for the approval of strangers online. That's
where you're wrong. It is not for the approval of others online. The smile is perfect. I'm literally just like, that's the thing. It's not for others' approval online. So I didn't realize that he went more into depth of my video. So that's kind of funny. So he just calls me stupid. He calls me a slur. Because I like to have fun and dance in my room. Yeah, I dance alone all the fucking time. I dance alone all the time. Like when no one's home, I put on my headphones and I dance. It's a good way of exercise. It's a good way to release dopamine. It helps you feel good. It helps you feel good. It's fun. And because I am a content creator, just like Jake, I record some moments of myself dancing when I'm all gothed out. I don't get gothed out very often. I'm a mother of 2 girls, 2 very little girls. I don't have time to do the things that I like to do, as much as I would like to. So yeah. I have fun and I dance. Burn me at the stake, I guess, right? This woman is having too much fun. Burn her at the stake.
That's fun. But let's dig a bit deeper. In the caption, there are two things that I want to draw attention to here. Number one, don't let men tell you what to do. Ladies, if there's anything that the female gender as a collective has proven over the last 5 years at least, it's that you definitely need men to tell you what to do. And the concept of
What? The fuck? We do not need men telling us what to do. Wow, when I said this guy was a misogynist, he is really proving his case.
of ignoring what men are saying purely because they're men is the exact reason why we're in this mess in the first place. What mess, you say? You know what mess. And the fact that I have been specified as being a man you should specifically not listen to means I am specifically one you should be listening to by the continued logic. Anyway, let's get to the bottom of this caption here. Dance like no one's watching. Except people are, sweetie, aren't they? That's the whole point. They are. You're not doing
Ew, don't call me sweetie.
that dance, in that makeup, in your bedroom, in the dark, by yourself. Because what's the point? None of that's fun. The fun part is recording yourself doing it and getting people to agree that, yep, that's a goth. There's your badge. Go forth and be goth more. Offer nothing to the subculture. No words of wisdom. No anecdotal stories about perseverance.
When he says sweetie, it's basically like to patronize me, you know, in a sense of like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, sweetie, but like, I actually don't think of you as a sweetie, and I actually view very low of you. Like, my idea of you and women all around is very low. Like, I do not respect women. Yeah, trying to belittle me. Yes, exactly. Yeah, to look down on me. Yeah, It's not people watching, it's minding your own goddamn business, right? It's crazy. Like, oh god, I posted what? How long of a video was that dancing video of me? Maybe like 30 seconds of me dancing. And then the rest of the time I don't record. He needs to be humbled, honestly. He does. But he's a white cis man, so man. So I don't know. I don't know what that how I feel like men like him don't get humbled. They are so, their head is so far up their own ass that they just cannot be humbled. He's such a fucking hypocrite, dude, hating on people for posting themselves as goth when their entire identity is talking about how how he's a real goth and all other goths are just posers and real goths don't need validation, while constantly invalidating goths. It's very hypocritical. Why does he care about what you find fun? Because whenever I have fun or women have fun, he thinks that it like ruins his day, I guess. That's okay, Matthew. I understood the gist of it. You know who could do that? Mr. Ghost Daddy. Yeah, I think this guy is like in Europe or something. His ego is super inflated. It is.
Through adversity, just remove the authentic aspect of gothic subculture that is dancing in haunted looking nightclubs. The very real, visceral, raw aspect of gothic subculture of dancing together in a haze of drugs and alcohol in a dingy, dark nightclub with echoey, scary music. Let's remove that entirely. In fact, that's another thing you've removed context from. The dance. You've removed the context from the dance. And now you're just pulling an Ivy Conivy where you know the dance. You've seen, and then you're doing it, like, completely removed of any context. You're just doing it. Look at you. Trying to get approval from others, which is what I said in that reel. I said, stop trying to find approval from others. What are you doing? Unbelievable. So let's move on to another. This one right here. Let me read it out for you. One thing I'll always...
Okay, so he's finally most of the video was about me. Finally over what I'm saying. He says, look at that dance, you cringy bitch. That's basically what he's saying. That's crazy. I didn't even watch the whole thing until just right now. So you were getting like a whole look of my like a whole reveal of my reaction, because I literally just saw first of it. I saw the first of it, and yeah. So that's crazy. I'd absolutely love to humble him. He attacks women and people who can't defend themselves or pose a huge threat. I'm all about violence, so yeah, let me find him. He does. He needs the humbling. I'm not in the goth community, so even really much in so I'm not so or even really much informed about it, but like from what I've seen, a goth can be whatever the person feels like it, and yet his version just feels so wrong to me. It's wrong. Goths aren't allowed to dance unless you're drunk at the club. Pretty much. You gotta be drunk at the club with friends. You can't dance any other time, and God forbid that it's a it's that bite bite song. It's choreographed or whatever. God forbid she loses her individuality doing a choreographed dance, right? I'm so confused what happened. So I stitched this guy who said to stop dancing in your room, stop doing little dances, and then he made a video about me. I will post this on YouTube. So if you missed all of it, you can and will see it on YouTube tonight. I will be posting it tonight. Basically, he's saying goth women shouldn't have fun. Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, there's so many things that I could go over with about this guy and his other videos. There's been videos where he says women aren't funny. There's videos where it says goth women are manipulating you. His whole content is purely making fun or invalidating, just purely hating on goth women. Not gonna lie, goth is a music-based subculture. As long as you listen to music and have the right ideology, it doesn't matter what you wear or do, right? Yeah, so as long as you listen to the music and you have the ideologies, which is like anti-government, anti-fascism, etc., which doesn't make sense because he's conservative. It's rage bait. It is completely rage bait because he has no real personality. The only thing that he can make is rage bait because him as a person is so uninteresting. Oh, I think my kids are home. I'll be right back, you guys. Keep chatting. I'll be right back. I am back. My kids are home, so I had to go talk to their father about some things, and I'm getting the girls situated. Let me see what you guys have said. Thank you. Looks like you guys have been chatting it up. How would any culture be fully defined? We lose practices through time and enact new ones with internet now a thing. Old ones are being collaborated in new ways. Yes. No, I was actually going to mention this. I'm so glad you said that, DJ Quick. I'm so glad you said that because he also made a video about how the new trad goth is awful and he hates it and it's not how it used to be. And over time, things evolve and change. Makeup styles change. Normal, basic. I mean, for example, styles throughout the years. 2000s to 2005, the styles are completely different in all aspects. So, like, this is just the evolved trad goth look with the contour on the nose. He hates the contour on the nose. He hates ass. And like I remember commenting, I'm like, wow, crazy that things evolve. And he even mentioned one time that that goths don't record. You know how he says like goths don't record themselves, this and that. Yeah, well, they didn't have the accessibility to what we have now. So it's like, so I'm glad you said that because it's so true. He's not an accessible candidate to goth. Having the ability to be okay with older practices being used new innovative ways is okay, and not being okay with it has its arguments, but fighting against your own goths because trends are trending is hypocritical. Agreed. Ghost, my buddy, said he's in the UK. It's going to take 2 to 5 weeks to find the exact address. He is a fake, and after what he did to... Yeah, okay, that's her name. Toxic Tears. I developed a pure hatred towards him and his band. Fair. I haven't looked into what he did to her, but I have been hearing that he was abusive to Toxic Tears. Man is a violent man, and he is dangerous. Like, he may not seem dangerous, but pushing these ideas and only intensifies men's already, like, hatred for women. So yeah, it's dangerous. It's unfortunate how many incel white men are there in the world. Dude just bangs off these losers. Yeah, but they're mostly white men, be real. If you're a white male, cool, it's not about you. If you're a woman-hating loser, loner with no friends, you want to take it out on the world because you can't get any pussy, then this may be about you. Yes. Yep, it's sad, but when those of us who are not like that end up the baddies we do. Yep. You can't grow a community purely based off criticism. Did I read that? It should be welcoming experience, not a wrong, right debate. Sure, we could do that with one-on-one discussion, but never a point when somebody said, I'm right, you're wrong. Right. What is his band? I want to make sure he never plays at the venue I go to. He is an ass, it seems. Donkey. Sorry for my language. That's okay, DJ Quick. Yeah. I'm not sure what his band is. I'm sure it says it on his... Here, let's take a look-sees. I'm surprised. I mean, at this point, you know, my video is not going to make him stop.
Welcome back,
Oh,
everybody.
goodness
Sorry,
gracious. This video is not going to make him stop hating women or hating goth women or, you know, but let's see. Okay, so, oh wait, duh, no, I hit the wrong one. Okay, so this is his music, I think. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copyrighted off of his music. That would be crazy. So, Monroe official, I guess, I don't know. Goth girls are idiots. What? It does, but okay, okay, DJ Quick, before you go there, I love K-pop Demon Hunters, okay? So, yeah. I believe his name, actually. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. But anyways, that's that. If anything, I guess it just makes you aware of him and not to, you know, follow him, I guess. That's, you know, because if him abusing Toxic Tears and she made a whole post about it and that did not destroy his career, this video won't either. Will it hurt his ego? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, goth girls are ruining everything. So, anyways, enough about him. I just wanted to kind of go into that and show you guys and talk about it. He did message me because when he tagged me in his story, I reposted it to my story saying LOL, and he said, "Oh, that's the best you can do." And I told him he's not worth my time, which talking to him head on is not worth my time, because he's not going to see my point. And I can't just change his mind about how he feels about women. That's something that he's going to have to look into himself and do a lot of internal work, but I don't think that is what he's ever going to do. So no, talking to him specifically is not going to do anything. It's not for, it's just a waste of my time. But I have never had a hate video made about me, so it's kind of funny, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, anyways, today I will be playing some Hello Kitty. Cozy says he's the male version of Pick Me, and that's so funny and gay. Speaking as a gay, right? You're not a goth. You're a goth queen. Thank you, Ghost Daddy.